Hello everyone, this is Debbie here and welcome to my channel Southern Delight. I hope you had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. It is 2020. I cannot believe that we are actually here. And as you can see, if you can see all this stuff behind me, this is just some ideas that I have lined up for Valentine's Day. I know I'm getting an early start, but I couldn't help myself. Ideas going on, and I do a lot of crafting on the side. And I do gift baskets, melt and pour soaps. I do flower arrangements and so forth. So I thought I'd just go ahead and give you a sneak peek into Valentine's Day because I am getting geared up and ready to do that. Because if you don't know, down in the link below I am listing, I own a little small business called Southern Delight Gifts, and some of these projects you can actually purchase from me. I also have clothing that I sell on there, but I will put that down in the link below so that you can check that out. And but for today, what I have lined up, but I was trying to find a t-shirt that actually had some sequins and so forth on it, and I couldn't come across one. So what I did come across was this little pillow. I had the idea. I took an old t-shirt like this one here, and I took a piece of cardboard, just stretched it out on it so this shirt would be flat. Then I took this pillow and I put like a little slit in the back of it. All you have to do is just cut a little slit in the back for starters, and I popped out all of the stuffing that is in here. I made it flat. And you'll want to go ahead and get all of that stuffing out. I'm doing this in the opposite direction. You're usually taking old t-shirts and cutting them up and making pillowcases. Well, in this case, I want to make a t-shirt design using a pillow. How cool is that? But I figured an old t-shirt doesn't cost you anything. This is only $1, so if I mess it up, what the heck. But what did happen was I really created something really cute. And I'll just take that there, take all this stuffing, I'll set it aside, save it for another project, or you can toss it. But just take it out like that, and then take and give this a quick trim around the heart. And do leave, and if you, once you cut into it, you can actually see where it was sewn together, and you want to get kind of as close to that as possible. And if you're like me, I cannot sew to save my life. I'm telling you, I do not know how to hem. I don't know how to use the sewing machine. So anything that I can get out of having to sew or monogram myself, I do tend to gravitate that way. This, all you have to use is a glue gun. Ladies, get your glue gun out. Find you some glue sticks. No sewing involved in this project. You can go back and kind of trim this up as you go. Alright, and you got all these lovely sequins. Let's get all these sequins out. Get these tags off. And these I'm going to kind of cut. It's a little bit in the seam on this one. We'll cut just as close to the seam as we can there. Alright, so now I've got this little bitty flat piece started here. And what you'll want to do is once you lay this t-shirt out, you kind of want to place it on the shirt. Like you can measure too. I know you want to see where the heart's going to hit you, you know, on your t-shirt and so forth. You can actually safety pin it to the shirt to kind of give you, to make sure that you get it there where it'll lay in the right position and so forth. But that's all I did was I cut it out and trimmed it. It has two little layers, And I trimmed those out. And you do want to keep those and just trim them down, because I want to use these. I'm going to hot glue this down here first, but then you just get your glue gun out and hot glue the back, get it to lay down as flat as possible. And then you want to lay and run the glue. What I did on mine was, there is a hemline. Run your glue strand along the hemline, place it down, and then I went back, and there's one layer right here of red that I've got. You can go back and trim some of it if you need to. And glue those down. So you've got 2 beads of glue going around. You've got the first layer going around the seam, and then there's another layer of the red that you can just make sure that it lays kind of flat, because you don't want it to be real rough around the edges and all. You want this to be as smooth as possible, so it'll be really cute once you've got it on the t-shirt. But then once I hot glued it all down, there's one layer that's still sticking up. And the reason for that is, when I found out when I was gluing this down, the edges still weren't quite as smooth as I had liked. So what I did was I took some ribbon, and this is just some Valentine's Day ribbon that I picked up at the Dollar Tree as well. And I took and hot glued it on that bottom section of the red right here. And when you're going around the corners and stuff, it is a little bit tricky, but you can take this ribbon, put a dot of hot glue, fold it back like this, and you can ruffle it, so to speak, and going around the edges. So it makes it a little bit easier, especially when you're going around the edges here. You don't necessarily have to ruffle it. I didn't on this shirt here. I did in some areas, but not on all of them. I'm going to show you this little shirt here with the completed project. And just go around and kind of hot glue that. You know, take your hot glue gun and then just go around the edges here, hot gluing, and then just sticking this down and ruffling it if you need to, especially around those little corners and stuff. But once you get that completed, this is what it's going to look like. This is the completed project. If you like what you see, if you'll just put some comments below and click on that like button for me, and that just kind of keeps me motivated and just keeps me going with all this stuff, and gives me some ideas and all, and encouragement for myself. But I hope you've enjoyed this, and like I said, I have many more things lined up. See you next time. Well, here it is. There is the finished project. And it really turned out very cute. I was real proud of it. Like I said, no sewing involved, so that was a plus there for me. But I thought that was a really cute idea.